Megan from You Go to Be Kidding. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a bummer. I had something else planned, but life happens here on the farm. So we've got one of our animals who is sick, and we're going to have to take care of him. So we'll bring you along. So this is Linky, our original buck. He has struggled with health problems for a while now. We thought he was doing a lot better, but this morning when we came out, he was just down on the ground and he can't move. So he hasn't been doing well anyway. And so there's no reason to prolong his life, which is a huge bummer. But yeah, so that's sometimes that happens on the farm.
Oh, no. We're gonna put you on your side.
Alrighty, so the deed is done. Again, this morning we came out and Linky just wasn't doing well. He wasn't able to stand up. He's been struggling for a long time. Back when we had the donkey, she had actually picked him up by the rear legs and dragged him out. And we'd always thought he was kind of fine. Like, I thought maybe he'd been hurt, but there was no major issue then. But then he was with Sean, and I think as Sean got bigger, he was able to hurt him and maybe aggravate something that the donkey had hurt. And then our best guess now is probably that being with Elron, the other buck, who was the same size as him, not any bigger. Probably fighting it with him just kind of did his injury in, and we had really worked with him, and he, worked on healing him. His worms were good, and he had extra food and supplements, and he just never got that strength back in his legs. So we had kind of known that this was going to be his last season anyway, and I'm really disappointed that we had to put him down, but I'm also thankful that the decision was made easily, that he was definitely suffering and definitely couldn't make it anymore. There was no reason to try to keep him going. So we did put him down, and it's always a really hard thing on a farm, but it's also just kind of part of life. And so we actually use our wood chips here, a big giant wood chip pile. We're able to bury him and compost him, so he will go to use in our garden over the next season. And then we also dealt with, we had a barred rock rooster that was terrorizing the girls. They would open the lid to get them food and water, and he would actually jump out at them and try to hit them and stuff. So he lost his place on our farm as well. We tried to sell him and we didn't get any interest. So if you are a mean rooster and attack my children, you're out. So, and this wasn't just peck, like he would jump out at them over and over and over. He's drawn blood on the girls. So it was time for him to go. But well, this is never a fun video to make, but it also is important to realize that that's part of being a farmer. My husband is awesome. He actually came home from work to take care of this, so that way Link wouldn't suffer any longer today and is headed right back to work. So that's a skill that I need to learn. I can do the chickens, but I've never done something large like a goat. So that's a skill I want to learn so he doesn't have to come home. But today that's what worked for us. So hope that you don't have to deal with such things on your farm, but we'll see you next time.